Hey everyone, Bill Constain, CEO of Freedom Wealth Services, where we've been helping people for the last 25 years create a tax-free income for life, helping people increase their cash flow and increase their retirement income. It's been our pleasure and honor to serve. Recently, we came out with a new ebook called The Top 5 Secrets to Building Wealth. I'm just going to take you through here by popular demand. People ask me to do a quick video on this. There's Benjamin Franklin. As you know, we have our own money here. That's not Benjamin, that's me. That's $1 million. And we teach people how to increase their retirement income, cash flow, by over $1 million quite often. So all you need to do is contact us. You can actually visit freedomwealthservices.net. You can watch our video series, and you can get this ebook for free along with some of the other offerings. I'll be putting that link in the description below. And by the way, if you haven't subscribed yet, I strongly recommend you do so if you want to learn some of the tips, some of the secrets, and the ongoing updates on how to create financial freedom. So here we go, the top secrets to building wealth as told by the top 25%. Opening statement. Dear friend, when you're about to make a financial purchase or any buying decision for that matter, where is the first place you typically go to do research? Your answer might be the internet or TV or radio or any other media outlet. The financial advice that is distributed in these outlets are typically traditional methods. I'm not saying that they're bad, but they are targeted to a certain demographic. But the question really becomes, are you that demographic? You may consider yourself quite normal, but you may find out that the amount of income you make is actually uncommon. So really talking to the top 25%, shockingly, the top 25% of Americans make over $69,000 a year. And if you're not there, you can pick up your income by joining a home-based business, giving yourself a pay raise, reducing taxes, etc. There's a lot of common mistakes that are made. We actually believe there's more opportunity in avoiding the financial mistakes than always trying to find the next winner. So the top 25% don't have cash flow problems, usually, although I've seen plenty. People that make $100,000, $200,000, $500,000, yes, even $1 million+ a year, because it's not how much you make, folks, that counts. It's how much money you keep. So those media outlets you would use to do your research target the bottom 75% of the population because they want to get the most amount of books sold or shows watched. That's not what we're doing here. So with an uncommon amount of income, you must seek out uncommon financial advice, and this ebook is a great start. So that's the opening letter. Please read over this carefully, and along the way, if you have any questions, feel free to contact me. There you go. You can contact me through the website. I'll give you another way to contact me through email below in the description. I'm going to briefly go through the secrets here. Number one, higher taxes are coming. If I were to ask you if you think tax rates will be lower, stay the same, or go up over the next few years, what would you say? Most likely you would think tax rates will either stay the same or hopefully be lower in the future. That's the reason why people are in these IRAs and 401ks, right? But the truth may actually shock you. Federal income tax rates were established in 1913, and most people don't know that. I'm talking about high net worth CEOs, top executives. They don't even know that the taxes were introduced in this country in 1913. The U.S. was formed in 1776. So from 1776 to 1913, no income tax. So it started at 1%. The top marginal rate was 7%. Why did we do that? Well, because we were entering a war, World War I, and we wanted to come together, and we said, okay. This means if you made $100, $7 would go towards the government, pretty low compared to today's rates. And then World War I happened. Due to the increase in government expenditures for the cost of war, tax rates increased to 67%. Hey, what happened to the 1%? The 7% is now 67%. In 1918, top marginal rates were as high as 77%. After the war concluded, tax rates dropped to approximately 25%. Why? Well, people weren't working. They were crushed. They didn't have jobs. During the years following, the Great Depression hit America, and then we once again went into war. World War II. This forced the government to increase tax rates. Once again, 1944, 1945, the top marginal tax rate was at the highest rate that has ever been historically recorded at an unprecedented, I can't even say it, level of 94%. And again, this is geared towards the US, but outside the US, you've had your own tax issues. Okay, this means that if you made $100, $94 would have gone to good old Uncle Sam, and as we call it, Aunt Iris, IRS. After those years, Americans have experienced ups and downs during the Cold War era event thereafter. To the right is a graph illustrating top marginal income tax rates from 1913 to 2015, which I'll show you. It's actually not to the right, it's below. If you add up all the tax rates and calculate the average, you will come to the conclusion that the average top marginal tax rate in the United States is 58.24%. The top rate currently is 39.6. So let's think about it. We're deferring money to the future. You have IRAs, 401ks, SEP, all these different pensions. Are they tax savings plans or are they tax deferral plans? What is a synonym? What is a definition for deferral? Postponement, delay. So these are actually tax postponement plans. That's not the way they're being offered or sold. So we have to think, especially for the people that are watching this that are just getting started in the workforce, in their 20s and 30s. Did you know that people in their 20s usually make the least amount of money in their career, just getting started, out of college, lower income, for the most part? When you start progressing into your 30s, you're starting to make more money. But the biggest income decades, usually in a career, are going to be your 40s and 50s. So if you're deferring money into your 20s and your 30s at a lower bracket, and then you're pulling the money at a higher bracket, perhaps back to the average or the norm, 58.24%, that could be a problem. You're not saving taxes, you're deferring, you're postponing. Just something to think about. We're all aware that we have been through the several wars over the last few years, yet tax rates haven't really gone up at all. But historically, whenever there was a war, taxes would go up to offset the costs, which leads us to the outrageous amount of debt we all owe as a nation. The debt has been slowly building, but over these last few years, specifically during the recent wars, it has gone up a monumental amount and continues to do so with no end in sight. So I'm just going to give you a little bit more here on the first secret. Okay, so there we are, 1913, high of 7%. Actually, the low bracket was 1%. You could see this roller coaster up to 94% in the 1940s, going into World War II. You can see it came down 91% for a while, and now it came down here, Reaganomics here, then it came back up, and now we're starting to inch back. But look at this, look where we're headed, guys. So question is, are you getting a match from your employer? Is it 100% match? Or maybe you're funding your 401k, your IRA up to the match, and that may be good, but you're deferring it into an unknown tax bracket. You can't possibly know. But what I'm doing here is showing you the history to help you make a decision. Perhaps you might want to rethink putting any more money or saving any more money past the match. Those are one of the things to consider here. So a great resource for you to check out is the US Debt Clock website. That's usdebtclock.org for the latest information about the debt we all owe. Someday, at some point, Uncle Sam will come knocking on your door and asking you to pay for your fair share. And even if taxes stay the same, your three largest tax deductions are likely to disappear during retirement, mortgage interest, child credits, and qualified plan contributions. So the real question then becomes, how are the top 25% building their wealth? The answer is simple. They recognize that taxes are likely to be higher in the future and are preparing accordingly. Tax diversification, asset diversification. They are reviewing the options that they currently have available and are looking towards financial vehicles that can reduce or completely eliminate the amount of taxes that they pay and will pay during their retirement. So what I'm going to do at this point is give you an invitation. Before we go to secret 2, longevity must be considered, and I'll actually cover that in the next video. I'm going to invite you to come back. But in the meantime, you can visit freedomwealthservices.net. You can open up a free account. There's no obligation to do business. You'll get our free video series. You'll get the full ebook. I'm just going to show you when you click this here, freedomwealthservices.net, you're going to come to a page. Let's see if we can get there. And you are going to see a capture page and see if it'll come out here. And at that point, you're going to opt in. And let's see here. Okay, terrific. So here it is, freedomwealthservices.net, where you can see a video here. This is me all dressed up in a suit and tie. And that's a quick video of, I don't know, about 4 minutes. That'll give you an introduction of what you will see. Discover the proven strategies used by the wealthy. You'll get 14 plus videos on wealth building concepts. Again, complimentary. And I hope this serves you and your family. So there's no cost. There'll never be a cost. If you want to learn how to apply this, then you're going to message me, and then a member of my staff or myself will get back to you. I'll get back to you and see how we can be of assistance. We have some amazing documents, PDFs, and there's a little bit on me, full access to a financial expert, and lastly, 2 bonus gifts. You'll get the consumer guide, proven wealth strategies, and the ebook, the top 5 secrets to building wealth. So with that said, come visit us tomorrow. I'm going to go into the next secret, give you some more details. I just want to thank you for coming to this page. You can opt in on the site. I'm going to leave a description below. If you liked the video, if it gave you some value, some entertainment, something to consider, go ahead and give us a thumbs up. Give us a positive comment about maybe the thing that you learned that you liked most. And that's it, my friends. All right, have a great one. It's Bill Constain, Freedom Wealth. Have a fantastic day, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye for now.